We're back at it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good dawn, good dusk, good time of day unto you all. This is the Lambda Log, week 11, day 4. Happy Thanksgiving! I'm grateful for you, whoever it is that's listening to this video. It's probably me 5 years in the future. Or Emma. Maybe Theo. Brinkley. Hi, how's it going? You're basically the only people who watch my videos. Shout out Sandridge. Okay, but it is Thursday, November the 27th, 2025. Like I said, Thanksgiving. Woo woo woo. Um, so we had rehearsals today. But before that, we started out with a company meeting, which was going to be at 9, and I didn't realize, and I walked to school, but I was getting there a little later because I slept in. Um, because I didn't sleep a lot last night. And yeah, but then he changed it to 9:30, so all went well. So we went over a little bit of next week's schedule, and I don't know. I'm still confused by it. It's some important things are that January 12th will be the first day of term 2, and we'll have different skills group and different project groups. We will receive our plays and groups, an uncut version of the script, and we will during break, and then we will receive casting and the cut script when we get back from break. And our next project is going to be Jacobean. So that's like Macbeth and something else. I don't know what else is Jacobean. What other play? Maybe Julius Caesar? I know it's for King James, who was Scottish and liked witches. And so because Jacobean is for King James. I don't know. It just is what it is. So then we had rehearsal. And our rehearsal for me started at 10:30 with Kirsty, Richard III. And what we started out is we worked on and cleaned up Act 5. So Act 5 is there's lots going on, and we kind of cleaned it up. And I'm not going to be laying on the floor the whole time, just a lot of the time because I die at the beginning. Boom. And then I'm laying on the floor. And then the guy playing Richard in Act 5 moves me over, plops out a chair. It's like, this is my tent. Um, and yeah, and we got to work with Kirsty like the whole time, which was really nice. It wasn't a lot of waiting around. Um, and it was good stuff. It was focused. It was locked in. We came up with this little rhythmic thing that while the ghosts come in, we go kind of. That's a little fast, but that's and then afterwards you go. Yeah. I don't know if we learned that first. Um, I don't remember when we've learned certain things, but we added that to it and had that going, and it was a nice addition to it. It was nice. It gave it some atmosphere, and then one of the cast members over there playing the piano. It's good, and I feel like it's coming together. It's a little cleaner. It makes a little more sense. Then we had some lunch, and then um, and then when we get back from lunch, we finished cleaning up Act 5, and then we had a 10-minute break after that, and then we jumped into our full run. And it was so helpful to have a full run because we saw how things worked, and I got to use what I learned in our extended rehearsal with the full cast for 3/7 to get them involved. And I messed up a little bit on lines, but a lot of people were a little shaky on lines, and it's been long days. It's been a long week. We've been holding out at rehearsal a lot and just staying. Oh, I remember why yesterday I didn't leave at first is because we had musical theater club where we're working on 12 Days of Christmas. That's why I slept, why I got to bed late last night, as in Wednesday night, was because we had um musical theater club. So we choreographed a little bit of that. Anyway, back to today, Thursday, Thanksgiving. Um, yeah, and we were originally going to stay long and late today, which we did a little bit, but um, to make up for the time that she missed. But it was good. We got to about Act 5 before we needed to leave Call It House because Call It House closes at 6, I believe. 5:30 maybe, probably 6. So then we moved over to Hogwarts in LAMDA, which is the Wa- Wa- Windrow Wads. It's a name of the room, and it starts with a W. Winthrop. I don't know what it is, but they call it Hogwarts because it's like all wood and has this arch, and it's part of the old building, and it's cool. So then we went up there and we finished a run, and I was like, hey, we kind of have something going on here. We still have a little bit of line things, and some actors are a little more ready than others. But I think we can tighten that up next week because we'll rehearse all day on Monday, and then Tuesday, and then we perform Tuesday afternoon. We're doing it, so that's exciting and it's crazy. And then as we discussed it, um, we also said how we lost a little bit of the urgency on 3-7 and we need to pick up our cues and really catch up. And this whole play, it's a thriller, and we need to find that urgency and that pace and the the heightened emotion and fear of all of it. And with 1-3, the other scene is it needs more tension and let Margaret's words and energy really have an effect on us um and let that really affect us and shake us because she's like, you're all gonna die, so we should like let that do something to us. um but yeah, it was wonderful. It was really good to kind of put it on its feet and put it all together. And yeah, afterwards we had a little Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving dinner at one of our cohorts um little flats, and it was super fun, and I did the dishes, which I like doing dishes for people. It's good. But that was it. We're basically just crunching in, but the whole idea is we need to be on top of our cues, on top of our lines, have that heightened emotion, that boom, that pop, that bow. Another late night, and then go to bed on Thursday until like 2 a.m. Whoopsie. But it was so fun. I stayed out till like midnight-ish, and then I walked home. And then I had to get ready and stuff. I think I went to bed at 1:30. It wasn't that bad. But then it was another early morning for Friday. Anyway, super straightforward, kind of easy. Another short video. You're welcome, Jado. Um, Good stuff. Yeah, that was the gist of it. We just really need to lock in, be ready for Tuesday showings. Bye bye.